Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about sleep, and I know that I have not uploaded a video recently, for a while, and I apologize for that. I've been, dealing with other things going on in life, so I'm going to try to get back on track with being consistent, but bear with me and be patient because it may not happen that quickly just because I have to balance other things in my life. But I will keep trying to do my best to just be a little bit more consistent than I have been recently. So yeah, hopefully you're all good with that. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about sleep today, and it's not any like personal tips of mine. I just found some notes on a website called helpguide.org about sleep, how you can improve your sleep, maybe cut out some bad habits or add some good habits, or just have some tips that maybe you can remind yourself of, kind of refresh your memory, or you may learn something new. I mean, it's not something like wow that I'm going to be presenting here today for you guys, but for some people it may be like, oh, that didn't cross my mind, or you just need a refresher. But we're going to talk about sleep because it's important, and if you don't take responsibility for this proper sleep, then you're just gonna suffer. So let's get into it. So first things first, basically the first main thing that is noted on this website that I'm looking at is that if you don't get good sleep, you're pretty much going to be mentally drained and physically drained. You're just gonna not feel healthy, and your body's just gonna slow down, and you're not gonna have energy like maybe you would want to, or be as productive as you would want to be. And it can mess up with your emotional balance as well. So, or even weight, it says. Yeah, weight. I mean, these are pretty much things that I think in general people are aware of, know of, and I can understand that some people just have a harder time sleeping due to sleeping disorders and other things. So if that is the case, then obviously take responsibility for yourself and do the research you need to make sure you have good sleep due to your condition, or seek advice from your doctor if that's something you see that it needs to be taken towards that way, basically, is what I'm saying. But yeah, and then I'm just going to read this part. Just as the way you feel during waking hours often hinges on how well you sleep at night, so the cure for sleep difficulties can often be found in your daily routine. So and then it continues. I'm just going to read it. Unhealthy daytime habits and lifestyle choices can leave you tossing and turning at night, and adversely affecting your mood, brain, and heart health, immune system, creativity, vitality, and weight. But by experimenting with the following tips, you can enjoy better sleep at night, boosting your health and improve how you think and feel during the day. That's kind of the main thing. But yeah, it's pretty much saying that there are unhealthy daytime habits and lifestyle choices that sometimes we are in and do that lead us tossing and turning at night, or affecting our mood, brain, and heart health, immune system, creativity, weight, and other things when it comes to not having the proper sleep, right? So basically, there's going to be a few tips listed here now that can help you break habits or take on certain tips, or you will know tips and tricks and stuff like that you can take on if you want to, or just know about, if that just satisfies you. So yeah, I'm going to go into the tips now. Tip number 1: keep in sync with your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. So, I'm gonna just read this part. Getting in sync with your body's natural sleep-wake cycle is one of the most important strategies for sleeping better. If you keep a regular sleep-wake schedule, you'll feel much more refreshed and energized than if you sleep the same number of hours at different times, even if you only alter your sleep schedule by an hour or two. So, I think this is a very good and very simple tip, and I'm sure a lot of people in some or to some extent would know. I in a sense knew, of course, that it's always good to try and go to bed at a set time, but I didn't really think about it in a way where, okay, have a time where you are always going to bed at that time and always getting up at this time, and that would probably make a huge difference for me, because right now I am just kind of going to bed at random hours, usually before 12 o'clock or at 12, and then getting up early kind of at random hours depending on when I have to go to work, but it usually would be sometime between 6 and 8 that I would be waking up in the morning. So this tip may be one of the biggest things for people, meaning like it may be the thing that they just need and it will make a huge difference for them. So simple, but yet it can make such a huge difference. And then there's some tips underneath that tip that you can try and do, like try go to sleep and get up at the same time every day. This helps set your body's internal clock and optimize the quality of your sleep. Choose a bedtime when you normally feel tired so that you don't toss and turn. If you're getting enough sleep, you should wake up naturally without an alarm. If you need an alarm clock, you may need an earlier bedtime. So simple. And in a way, all of us may have known this, and some of us not, or some of us didn't think about it that detailed, right? So I actually am learning right now while I'm doing this. So I'm actually enjoying that, to be honest. Comment down below if you guys are too. And there's so much more. I actually don't know how many tips we're going to cover today. I may actually divide this video in 2 parts. So I'll see. It depends how long it takes, but I don't want to, take too much time in one video. And if it's going to go over like 15 minutes or something, or maybe over 10 minutes, I'll see. I will maybe divide it in 2 parts if it takes a long time to cover this video. So next little tip that's under the first tip is avoid sleeping in, even on weekends. And I like that, and I'll continue reading and maybe you'll understand why. The more your weekend or weekday sleep schedules differ, the worse the jet lag like symptoms you'll experience. If you need to make up for a late night, then the option for a daytime nap rather than sleeping in is a better idea. This allows you to pay off your sleep debt without disturbing your natural sleep-wake rhythm. I actually like that, and I, in a way, already do that when it comes to Friday nights, because I actually usually come home from work roughly sometime between 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. and it is sometimes very tempting to sleep in. And worst case scenario, if I do sleep in, it's usually max 10 a.m. But I do have this thing where I try my best to get up earlier than that, even if it's by 9. Usually 9 is fine, but that way I don't have that jet lag kind of feel to the day that way, and I'm pretty satisfied. Yeah, I feel maybe tired here and there, but at the same time it actually just works out fine for me anyway. And I rather do that than deal with the jet lag because it's annoying. So next little tip under the first tip that we're still covering is be smart about napping. While napping is a good way to make up for lost sleep, if you have trouble falling asleep or staying asleep at night, napping can make things worse. Limit naps to 15 to 20 minutes in the early afternoon. I love this. I actually am starting to enjoy going through this even more. So don't have your naps last for like half the day. Pretty much. Take a nap in the car if you need to, like 15 minutes. If someone else is driving, that is. So, you can, find ways, manage on where to nap, when to nap, and all that. And then one last little tip after the first tip is fight after dinner drowsiness. Okay, if you get sleepy way before your bedtime, get off the couch and do something mildly stimulating, such as washing the dishes, calling a friend, or getting clothes ready for the next day. If you give in to the drowsiness, you may wake up late in the night and have trouble getting up to sleep. Hopefully that was clear enough for you, but that's pretty much all the little tips underneath the first tip of making sure you have a synchronized kind of wake cycle naturally for your body. And hopefully just that alone will make a huge difference for your sleep. And I don't know why, but that whatever we covered so far, it actually really got me excited, because in a way I kind of already naturally do some of those things, but not, and you can put way more effort into it at the same time. I just love it. And I don't know, ever since starting to work as well, it's like I like sleeping, or at least the thought of it. So I don't know, there's just a way that you think about sleep sometimes when you work a lot and maybe sometimes feel like you lack sleep a lot. So yeah, anyways, next tip number 2, control your exposure to light. Melatonin is a natural occurring hormone controlled by light exposure that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Your brain secretes more melatonin when it's dark, making you sleepy, and less when it's light, making you more alert. However, many aspects of modern life can alter your body's production of melatonin and shift your circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm. That's I knew I was gonna mess up on that word, but circadian rhythm. All right, so here's a few tips underneath that tip. How to influence your exposure to light during the day. Expose yourself to bright sunlight in the morning. The closer to the time you get up, the better. Have your coffee outside, for example, or eat breakfast by a sunny window. The light on your face will help you wake up. Spend more time outside during the daylight. Take your work breaks outside in sunlight. Exercise outside or walk your dog during the day instead of at night, if you can, that is. Let as much natural light into your home or workplace as possible. Let me say that again. Let as much natural light into your home or workplace as possible. Keep curtains and blinds open during the day and try to move your desk closer to the window. Another tip is, if necessary, use a light therapy box. This stimulates sunshine and can be especially useful during short winter days. Now here's some tips for the nighttime. Avoid bright screens within 1 to 2 hours of your bedtime. The blue light emitted by your phone, tablet, computer, or TV is especially disruptive. You can minimize the impact by using devices with smaller screens, turning the brightness down, or using light-altering software such as F-Lux, or like I like to use, the blue light glasses. And they help. I really like them, and I do notice the difference. Look-wise, I don't feel very confident, but they do help, I think. And you know, my siblings have it as well, and they love it as well. Now I'm gonna go into the next little tip underneath the tip number 2. There's a few tips. Say no to late night television. Not only does the light from a TV suppress melatonin, but many programs are stimulating rather than relaxing. Try listening to music or audiobooks instead. Not a bad idea. Don't read with backlit devices. Tablets that are backlit are more disruptive than e-readers that don't have their own light source. Another little tip, when it's time to sleep, make sure the room is dark. Use heavy curtains or shades to block light from windows, or try a sleep mask. Also consider covering up electronics that emit light. And the last little tip, keep the lights down if you get up during the night. If you need some light to move around safely, try installing a dim night light in the hall or bathroom, or using a small flashlight. This will make it easier for you to fall back to sleep. So again, these are simple little tips. We may have known them already, may have forgotten about them, or similar things like that. But very good tips. So tip number 3, exercise during the day. People who exercise regularly sleep better at night and feel less sleepy during the day. Regular exercise also improves the symptoms of insomnia and other sleep problems, and increase the amount of time you spend in the deep restorative stages of sleep. The more vigorously you exercise, the more powerful the sleep benefits. But even light exercise such as walking or just 10 minutes, I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to reread that. Okay. The more vigorously you exercise, the more powerful the sleep benefits. But even light exercise such as walking for just 10 minutes a day improves sleep quality. It can take several months of several activity. Oh man, I can't read. What the heck? Okay, it can take several months of regular activity before you experience the full sleep prompting effects. So be patient and focus on building an exercise habit that sticks. Also, for better sleep, time your exercise right. So exercise speeds up your metabolism, elevates body temperatures, and stimulates hormones such as cortisol. This isn't a problem if you're exercising in the morning or afternoon, but too close to bed time, it can interfere with sleep. So try to finish moderate to vigorous workouts at least 3 hours before bedtime. If you're still exercising, sleep difficulties, let me reread that. If you're still exercising, sleep difficulties, move your workouts even earlier. Relaxing, low impact exercising such as yoga or gentle stretching in the evening can help improve or promote sleep. So I'm going to stop here this video because it did I think it will be over 15 minutes, and I don't want to bore anybody if too much. I mean, if it is a little boring for any of you guys, but I assume that if it would be, you would not continue watching it. So forget what I just said. I'm going to start off the second video on tip number 4. And again, I don't know how long it's going to take me the next time, but hopefully it will be a little bit shorter. But if not, then I may just divide it again into a third video. But hopefully I will work things out just fine. I will leave in the description below the link to where I got my glasses. And I'm going to leave the link to where I'm reading all the sleep tips from in the description below. It's really good, I think, cool. I think I pretty much enjoyed so far what we covered. So yeah, and what else? I'm sorry if you hear background noise. A lot of people just end up entering the house, and noises, I mean, it kind of echoes in the house. But yeah, so that's kind of it. If you did enjoy this video and you want me to do maybe more videos like this with similar subjects, let me know in the comments down below. I'm also gonna try a product that's an eye mask. Let me know if you'd be actually interested in me doing a video like that, because I rather know if you want me to do it than just kind of guess and do it and then see if people would like it or not. But this is an eye mask from Hey Honey that I want to try out. I'm most likely going to film it, but just let me know if you guys want to see that. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video and are looking forward to the next one, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and we'll hopefully see you next time. And comment away if you enjoyed this video. Okay, see you next time. Bye.